พายุลูกแรกที่เข้าประเทศไทยโดยตรงไต้ฝุ่นโนรูนะครับ
แผ่นดินไหวที่พิษณุโลกสามารถรับรู้ได้ถึงแรงสั่นสะเทือน
สารเคมีรั่วไหลกลางหมู่บ้านบางพลีนิเวศ
พบผู้ป่วยติดเชื้อโคโรนาไวรัสสายพันธุ์ใหม่ 2019 คนแรกในประเทศไทย
พบผู้ป่วยโรคฝีดาษลิงในประเทศไทยเพิ่มขึ้น 21 คน
Every time the disasters strike, be it disease outbreaks, natural disasters, or chemical hazards, the effects spread over a wide area. And these disasters are believed to occur again in the future. To minimize the loss of life and properties, preparations to respond to emergency incidents is important and indispensable. Today, let's take a look at the emergency exercise plan. There are 7 types of emergency exercise. Each is applied to each different task or objective, according to its suitability. Seminar, workshop, tabletop exercise, TTX, game, drill, functional exercise, full-scale exercise. All 7 types share the same steps of exercise process. From pre-emergency exercise to during emergency exercise and post-emergency exercise. Let's see what each process is. Let's start with the pre-exercise process. This pre-emergency exercise process primarily involves preparedness. Starting from plan revision, task and capability assessment, defining the scope and objectives, project management, submission for approval, and exercise design. Also, there are the processes of creating simulated situations, of both major and minor ones, scheduling, data preparation, and developing forms of both exercise and assessment. And that's the whole pre-emergency exercise process. Once the pre-emergency exercise process is completed, next is the exercise process.
กำลังเอาผู้บาดเจ็บขึ้นเตียงนะครับผม
After the exercise, there is another meeting to prepare the report and follow up the exercise achievements and gaps for further improvements. Today, let's take a look at 3 types of exercises that are regularly used by Department of Disease Control.
สถานการณ์ที่ 1 เราจะให้ดูสถานการณ์สมมุติในวิดีทัศน์ก่อนนะคะ
Tabletop exercise focuses on brainstorming, exchange of views, testing of plan details, and finding conclusion. Moreover, it is the process for understanding the organization's existing plan, policies, and collaboration agreements.
ค่ะสำหรับสถานการณ์สมมุติที่ 1 นะคะให้เวลา 30 นาทีเริ่มค่ะ
ค่ะจากสถานการณ์สมมุติดังกล่าวนะคะเราก็จะมีโจทย์ให้แต่ละหน่วยงานนะคะได้ตอบคำถามว่าหน่วยงานของท่านนะคะจะมีแผนในการเตรียมพร้อมและตอบโต้สถานการณ์ดังกล่าวอย่างไรนะคะขอเริ่มที่กองระบาดวิทยาค่ะ
This type of exercise is mainly in the form of informal group discussion, using only large conference room. Most of participants are staff or employees directly involved in the plan. Only a large conference room will be used.
ขอไปที่สำนักสื่อสารความเสี่ยงและพัฒนาพฤติกรรมสุขภาพ
เราก็จะมีการตรวจสอบข้อเท็จจริงกับทีมตระหนักรู้สถานการณ์กรมควบคุมโรคนะคะหรือว่าทีมแซก
With the exercise duration of 1 to 4 hours. The facilitators will lead the discussion. A task and a simulated situation will be set up for the participants, as well as a chance of sharing information.
กองด่านก็จะเพิ่มการเฝ้าระวังในพื้นที่ชายแดนที่ติดกับ
Tabletop exercise is an economical form of exercise, with neither resources relocation nor stress, even without a real incident. The exercise designed to handle the assigned situation has proved highly efficient. This exercise is also intended to train the staff for the skills of communications, negotiations, plan understanding, collaboration agreements, in process of operations and coordination with relevant agencies. Moreover, the staff will be trained on the skills of group-based problem solving, topic interpretation, data exchange, and coordination among internal and external agencies. Staff will also be trained to evaluate completeness of the plan on both topics and areas with risk, as well as a more complex form of exercise preparations. You can see that even though the tabletop exercise looks simple, it offers a number of advantages. The next type of emergency exercise to be introduced is functional exercise, FEX, which has various characteristics. Many people may be familiar with the name of command post exercise, CPX, which is also considered a form of functional exercise.
เพื่อซักซ้อมการตอบโต้ภาวะฉุกเฉิน
This type is an emergency exercise is intended to respond to simulated situations within the same agency or among different agencies. The simulated situation is
ปล่อย
realistic,
โจทย์สถานการณ์ที่ 1 ให้เวลา 30 นาที
but with complicated issues. It focuses on the skills of quick problem solving, placing emphasis on coordination, integrated approach, teamwork, setting deadline, and creating the environment of rehearsal, with more stress than that of tabletop exercise. Anyway, there is no use of real equipment. Basically, all steps of coordination are real, but in a simulated situation. The participants of this type of emergency exercise include coordinators, policy-level staff, operational staff, and situation simulators, as well as exercise assessors. There are exercise team controllers who lead the exercise. Some equipment may be used to facilitate the exercise and ensure the participants feel actively engaged with the exercise. The site may be a large conference room or breakout rooms. The exercise takes around 3 to 8 hours, depending on the objectives and the scope of the exercise. Exercise procedures. Exercise simulators simulate the situation, while the participants follow their jobs, responding to the topic, the problem or the statement is planned. At the same time, the exercise procedures will be observed by exercise evaluators.
เริ่มปล่อยโจทย์สถานการณ์ที่ 2 เวลา 11 นาฬิกา
คอน 2 รับทราบ เริ่มปล่อยสถานการณ์ที่ 2 เวลา 11.00 น.
ค่ะสวัสดีค่ะสวัสดีค่ะสถานีตำรวจบ่อขุนค่ะสวัสดีค่ะคนบอกว่ามีศพในห้องพักค่ะค่ะลักษณะศพพอจะทราบไหมคะว่าเป็นคนไทยหรือเป็นคนต่างชาติศพอะค่ะเป็นศพของชาวต่างชาตินะคะเขาตำรวจอะค่ะเพราะว่าพบศพชายชาวต่างชาตินะคะแล้วก็เลยอยากจะโทรมาประสานโรงพยาบาลนะคะช่วยร่วมไปชันสูตรกับตำรวจด้วยได้ไหมเดี๋ยวยังไงขอแจ้งเรื่องกับแพทย์เวรแล้วก็จะประสานกลับไปนะคะได้ค่ะขอบคุณมากเลยค่ะ
Functional exercise is the exercise that we can review the readiness of the entire agency. Reviewing staff skills and knowledge. The staff can review and revise the knowledge on their jobs, plan, and steps as assigned. Importantly, they can practice coordination skills, decision-making process, promoting the relationship and the understanding on the roles among relevant agencies. System test. Staff can assess the readiness and the management of emergency situation, as well as whether those of medical and public health area to ensure they are always ready once the real emergency takes place. Functional exercise is an exercise with more complex and time-consuming process. So this type of exercise should be properly designed and planned, and detailed processes should be clearly defined before it can be implemented. The last type of emergency exercise to be introduced is drill. Drill, which can be done as a single group or a collaboration of many teams.
ตอนนี้เจ้าหน้าที่กำลังมีการแบ่งทีมในการ
With different operational features. Drill can be conducted within the same agency, or together other agencies. This type of exercise requires real practice, follows actual procedure, needs resources relocation, and uses real equipment. Basically, This is the application of theoretical knowledge into practice. Drill participants can be staff of all levels, ranging from the policy, the coordinating to the operational levels, depending on the scope of the drill. If the session is attended by policy or coordination level staff, a drill to establish an EOC or other operation centers may be conducted. Drill requires 1 full day to complete. During the drill, there is a simulation of real situation.
ครับผมรถตอนนี้รถพยาบาลมาแล้วนะครับพร้อมเจ้าหน้าที่ครับผม
All units perform their own responsibilities. During the drill, time used by participants will be monitored and recorded by drill supervisors. Each participant can be assigned to be at different locations. So the practice of coordinating from many operation areas is possible. If coordination is one of the exercise objectives, drill assessors will be also observing the process. Drill is regularly conducted once a year. Exercise is a significant tool for testing the readiness to respond to an emergency. Staff capacity assessment. Staff can apply the knowledge in different situations appropriately, according to the capacity of the existing plan put in place by each agency. Assessment of mental state and problem-solving skills. This includes assessment of staff's mental state and problem-solving skills when confronting a real situation. Testing the collaboration among agencies. Drill exercises are a collaboration of several agencies. Therefore, an opportunity to test the smoothness and interoperability when working together. They also promote teamwork, as well as the understanding of other agencies' task and mission. As a result, this helps prevent and minimize conflicts and ensure concerted efforts. Resource efficiency test. When the real equipment is used during the exercise, we can assess its readiness, quality, and proper functioning. We can also check whether the stock of equipment is sufficient for actual operations. System test. From the exercises, participating staff can view the whole picture of the operations. They can also achieve problem-solving and planning skills. This reflects the efficiency of emergency response. Strengths and rooms for improvement. All can be used to inform the guidelines, establish measures, and fill the existing gaps in the system. These improve exercise plan to be better prepared in handling any real situation that may happen in the future, thus ensuring a rapid and efficient response. You can see that each type of exercise has its own distinct characteristics. Exercise organizers should study and choose the proper one that fits their agency's characteristics for the best results. Any form of emergency exercise, regardless of its format, is considered important. With the best readiness and preparations, the operations will be smooth and seamless once the actual emergency happens. All can respond to the situations efficiently, preventing and minimizing the loss of life and property. The best response is prevention and preparedness. So please practice the emergency exercises regularly.